Hello there. I'm going to be explaining my total loaded up bike for the 2026 Badlands in Granada. It starts in basically 2 weeks. We're leaving for Spain next week, and 2 weeks from tomorrow we'll be starting the event. It's an 800 kilometer, 500 mile bike packing race in southern Spain, a loop from Granada to the coast and back, and it's about 60% dirt, 45,000 feet of climbing. Very difficult, and yes, I'm very nervous about it. So I want to go through my my bike build. First, I'm using a Specialized S-Works Diverge 2021. I chose that for two kind of primary reasons. One is it has about 30 mils of suspension on the front, so that'll be helpful. And also it's got a very big bike storage area for all my tools. It's a nice comfortable carbon frame. So I have got this equipped with a SRAM mullet build, a red crank up front. I'm using some wolf tooth pedals with a XX1 rear derailleur and a 1050 tooth cassette. Up front is a 36 tooth chainring. Yes, very small. There's going to be a lot of climbing, and I need to do my best to save my legs as much as I can. It's got new 4 shifters with the latest brakes, calipers, wheels. I'm running Envy G25 carbon wheels. I'm going to be, they're not on yet, but I'm going to be putting on the Dubnatal 2.0 tires. Those should be nice and cushy. So let's see. On the bike, I've got 3 bottle cages. This would be for 950 milliliter, 750 milliliter, about 750 milliliter. Here I'm going to mostly carry some carbohydrate mix, the solid powder, and then I can mix the stuff as I go along. So at some point I'll have all of that. And I'm going to have a 2-liter vest I'll show in a second. So I'm going to have between 4 and 5 liters of water at all times for some of the long desert crossings. It's also got put on a wolf tooth pump, hand pump, and then inside there is some plug replacements, some bacon strips. So I'm going to have plenty of plugs. For bags, I've got a tail fin speed pack. It's about 10 liters of pack. A long top tube bag. This is 1.6 liters, and an Apidura front bag. That's 2 liters. And that's enough for all my stuff, and I'll go through that in a second. Like I said, it's got big on-bike storage. By the way, the battery that I'm using is a kind of an off-brand 500 milliamp hour battery, so hopefully that has a lot of duration to it. Okay, so that's the bike. Set this to the side. For my packing stuff, we'll go through this from left to right. I'm going to have some camp shoes. I'm going to try and find something smaller than this. They do fit, but I'll have some easy flip-flops, a buff, a jacket. This is a Pays normal jacket, just a nice lightweight jacket for if it gets cold, a spare set of shorts, and a spare t-shirt. This is a really nice kind of merino wool t-shirt that I could either ride in or sleep in or walk around in. Anyways, that's very nice to have. An extra set of bibs. Be nice to have 2 pairs of bibs. So that's kind of my extra clothing stuff. For camping, I have a Sea to Summit pad. This is very easy to inflate. That's pretty easy. I have a emergency bivvy. This is kind of like an outer shell sleeping bag. And I have a liner from Sea to Summit. So I will be basically opening this, putting the pad in, putting this in, Oh, and a pillow, little mini pillow that I'll be attaching to the pad, and it's actually fairly comfortable. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to sleep outside maybe a couple nights during the trip. Okay, so other bits. So got a lot of this stuff will sit in my top tube. I've got sunscreen, Freaks of Nature, super good. Velovaere chamois cream, love this stuff, it's great. I'll have some lip balm, an extra Velcro strap for something, pair of glasses because I'm 64 years old and eyesight's not what it used to be. And then I made some index cards. These are pretty cool. That basically goes, the route, town to town, and how long the distance is from village to village, and the total climbing that you need to do from spot to spot. So I'll keep that in my bag so I can reference that. From electronics, I'm going to have the GoPro that's being held right now, mounted on the bars. I've got my 1040 solar bike computer. I've got a Magic Shine RN3000. This is a big light. It's like 10,000 milliamp hour light. Hopefully only need to recharge this once. And I'll alternate between this and the GoPro on the top tube. On my helmet, I'll have a Exposure Diablo 15 light when I need it. Probably keep that in my bag until I need it. And then a little Exposure, or actually it's a Magic Shine tail light that I'll put on at night. I'll have my phone. Don't plan to keep that turned on just when I come into villages and need it. I'm going to have two Flex Tail 10,000 milliamp hour battery packs. Those will be fully charged. So I think between all of that, I'm going to be fine on recharging. I'm planning on hopefully staying in a hotel at least once. So not worried about the power. Two USB-C to C cords. I will have a charger block. This is a US charger block. Got to buy one in Spain when I'm there. Need to do that. And last for electronics, a little mini pump, right? So I'll have a mini pump too. So I should have plenty of inflation capabilities. So for my tools, again, it'll pack inside the specialized bag. So I'll have a couple of tubes. Got a little device here to shove these down the top tube, and so they don't get stuck down in there. I can pull those back up. A tire lever, and some plugs, Dyna plugs, plenty of spare plugs. My God, if I use all these, I'm going to be in deep trouble. A tire boot, a rag. This is some ceramic. I put this in this bottle. Some ceramic speed. Wax. I'm going to have a freshly waxed chain. I didn't mention that on my bike, but I'm going to have a freshly brand new wax chain. Have a wolf tooth 8-bit tool set. It's pretty much got everything you can imagine on this tool set. All the different bits, some cleaners and whatnot. So that's super handy. I'm going to bring 3 additional SRAM batteries. That's going to be way more than enough. So I'll have 4 total. Can't imagine using that. I'll have a iPod, a little tracker finder, spare chain link, and a rear derailleur hanger, and a little cleaner just in case I need it. So that's my stuff. Basically, I've packed it all on the bike, and I pretty much have my full top tube bag open so that I can load that down with food. I'm not showing the food here, but I'm just all the spare places that I have, that full 1.6 liter top tube and my hydration pack and my bibs. I should be able to carry quite a bit of food. Obviously not enough for the entire duration, but enough for emergencies when I'm running out of food. So for the stuff that I'm going to be having on myself while I'm riding, I'll be wearing my GS Tenzing kit, nice lightweight kit, some Q365 bibs. Love these bibs, they're just incredible. With side pockets so I can stuff more food in there. Helmet, a POC helmet, and with a mount for the exposure light. I'm going to be using some Smith Wildcat glasses. These are great, and it's got a photochromatic lens, so I can wear that at night too. Some Castelli Arenberg gel gloves. I will say, back to the bike, had Bicycle House. Really thank you to Bicycle House. I've been building up my bike. We put gel underneath the pad, underneath the bar wrap, the gloves. I'm worried about ham numbness, but I think that's about the best I can do and have quite a bit of different hand locations on the bike. I'm going to have an Apidura 2-liter pack that's got some nice pockets up front that I can put stuff in, and then it's got some zips in the back that I can put more food, and I'll also put my ID, credit card, and cash in that. So that's a nice storage and hydration pack. And then lastly, I have my shoes. I have some Lake MX 190X, very wide. I have a problem with hot spots on my feet, on my right foot especially. So this is about as wide as I could go. Also I bought it's a size which is perfect because my feet swell and I've got plenty of room in there. I think that's about as good as I can do. And I'm likely to wear a pair of North 66 Degrees from Iceland, some socks. These are super thin wool socks. May carry a second set of socks. Haven't decided that for sure. Let me talk about the front of the bike again, just to mention that, because I don't think I went over that. So I have the mount for the GoPro or light, mount for the Garmin, and the bag. And just, if you can look at the space here, my friend Tom Sullivan at the Bicycle House kind of rigged this up so I've got plenty of space on my hands, so I'm not going to be backing into hitting the bag, which would be annoying after 5 days of riding. So again, thank you to Bicycle House. So yeah, that's it. All that stuff fits in here. Like I said, this is pretty much be free for food, so that's won't be keeping all my food in there. Clothing, sleeping stuff in there, miscellaneous stuff up front. Yeah, that's it. If you got any questions, comments, I'd love to hear feedback on the setup. It's kind of Spartan, but I figure it's everything I need, and looking forward to the event. So thanks for watching. A couple more things I forgot. Have some blips under here, so I'm not going to need to worry about battery shifting between there and there, and the blips under there, I'm going to be fine. I did want to mention that I really want to thank Bask Bikes, B-A-S-K Bikes in Austin. This frame I hadn't rid for a couple years, and found out it was cracked. Had a crack in the seat stay here, and basically they repaired it, and it is stronger than it ever has been. It's great. Specialized was of no help whatsoever. Pretty disappointed in that company. But that frame is done. They put some nice S-Works stickers on here. So I think I'm good to go, and thanks to Bask Bikes as well. Thank you. Two other bits to talk about. I have a Redshift suspension seat post. Put that on 2-3 weeks ago. Really helpful. Takes down the chatter. And I have an Ergon mountain bike saddle. This is super comfy. I've been riding on that. Rode it the last month or two when I was in Northern California. It's a great saddle, so I should have a nice comfy setup.